That's nice.
But I haven't had this many problems. But usually it was Zoom who did it. Let's blame Zoom. Oh, I
Yeah,
think
come on,
something's happening.
Zoom.
Wait, why is it showing a black screen again? Because
Oh,
it's correct on my OBS is showing me that I'm doing the right thing.
are we live right now?
Oh, there we are. It's there. It's there.
We're back.
We're back, and things are happening, and stuff is good. Spades Mercy says not first, but I believe you are first, Spades Mercy.
We're back, baby.
The lag is real. Okay, hey, Petey.
Started from the bottom, now we here. Am I right, Dunk?
That's right. That's right. Yeah. New rule: no more Demolition Man.
No rule.
Yeah. Okay. It's that we're never that Demolition Man kicked our head off like
We
Sylvester
shall
Stallone.
never acknowledge. We shall never acknowledge the tragedy of Demolition Man another day in our lives.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Oh boy, you goofball. All right. Hey, welcome back, everybody. Thanks for coming back. I know that was a little weird.
Welcome back to Mixed Cinemas. We are showing Frozen 2 and Sonic the Hedgehog, starring Jim Carrey.
Sorry, we gotta act out Sonic. Okay, places.
Oh, that's right. Sonic does not exist. We have to act it out. Okay,
yeah,
all right.
Yeah, we didn't have it. We didn't get it. Okay.
Who are you, Donk? Wait, Donk. Who are you gonna be?
I'll be Sonic, I guess.
You're Sonic?
Yeah, you be Jim Carrey.
Okay, yeah. Okay. I'll be Jim Carrey. I saw the movie once when it came out a year ago, so this is gonna be tough.
Perfect. Okay. He's gotta go fast. What?
Hey, who are you? Are you Sonic? You're Sonic.
I'm nobody.
What?
Yeah, I'm Sonic and I'm fast.
Oh, he's so fast. I gotta get that guy. I don't like him at all. No. I'm very mad about you.
No, chase scene.
Oh, I'm coming after you. I'm chasing. Oh, I'm chasing. I'm chasing you all around now.
This is Pac-Man.
Okay. I think James Marsden was in it too. I'm gonna go get my friend Bluesif. He's gonna play like James Marsden, and he's gonna be your friend. Okay.
The nice police officer. Yeah, I like him a lot.
The nice man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
He's like the hero cowboy from.
Bluesif, you need to be the guy now. Me? I didn't. Okay. All right. Hello. Hi.
Oh, hey! You really should be Sonic. Look how blue you are.
It's okay.
Okay.
I got a blue uniform, like a police officer.
Oh yeah, your friend.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Hello. So, oh my goodness, are you an alien? You're an alien, aren't you?
Yeah. Well, sure. I suppose so. Yeah.
I'm mine.
But you know what? You want to know something about me?
Yeah,
I'm fast.
Oh my goodness, he's so fast. Everyone, look how fast this boy is. He's a fast boy. You're a very fast boy, aren't you?
I'm a super fast. Yeah, I'm a very fast boy.
He's a very fast boy. Okay, everybody. Okay. All right. He's very fast, and that guy, that Jim Carrey guy, he's a Grinch, and he's a liar, and he's eternally sunshining in his spotless mind, and he wants to get our fast boy.
He's dumb and he's dumber.
He's very dumb and dumber and dumberer.
And he's a pet detective, and I think he thinks I'm your pet.
Yeah, and guess what else? He will never ever get an Oscar, no matter what he does. He'll never get it.
Yeah, definitely not for this role.
No, not for this or any. Doesn't matter how good he is, he can't get it. He's never gonna get it.
Never gonna get it.
Yeah, never gonna give you up. Never gonna get an Oscar. Never gonna catch Sonic because he's fast. Okay, Sonic.
Yeah.
Mr. Sonic.
Yeah.
Okay, you're my fast boy, aren't you?
I'm your little fast boy.
I think that instead of you going fast where we need to go, we should get into a car which is very slow compared to you.
Okay.
And travel. It'll be a buddy comedy.
Okay, sounds good. Let's buckle up.
Okay, we're in this car. I'm driving because I know how to do that.
Yeah, because you're a police officer. You took a offensive driving lesson. No, defensive driving, I guess.
My driving is very offensive. It makes a lot of jokes that make people uncomfortable.
Oh, yes, it does. It's like honk honk, bad words.
Yeah. My driving is going to get cancelled on Twitter.
Oh yeah, it totally is. What is that right behind us?
Oh no! It's what else?
It's drones. It's what? Oh, what else have you been in? Yeah.
Quick, I don't know.
We burnt a lot of them. Yes, it's a yes man.
Oh, it's that yes man. Okay, I thought of another one. I'm gonna save it.
Okay,
for later.
save it. I got one
Here
too.
he is.
Hopefully it's not the same.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna mysteriously vanish. For
Okay,
a few
yeah.
minutes.
You just duck down while you're driving, and I'll be here. I'll go up on top of the car to fight.
I'm Jim Carrey. I'm here. Hey everyone, it's me. I'm here to fix. I'm a cable guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I got one.
All right.
Now I got a trap for Sonic. Hold on.
Oh no, not a trap.
Yeah, I got you. I'm gonna catch you in this net.
What?
I got a Sonic net.
No. I don't want to lean in close. You know what? Shoot. Ha.
Almost got you there, buddy.
I'm dodging.
I'm what is that guy's? I'm Bowser. I'm Bowser for you, Mr. Sonic.
Oh, you're like to me. You're to me what Bowser is to Mario. Is that what you're trying to say? Got it.
Yes,
yeah.
I know the difference. Yes,
okay.
That is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Okay, so I catch you, and now Princess Peach or that I don't know who's that fox. That fox will never be loose. I know this movie.
Oh, Tails?
Yeah, he's in it, right?
He shows up later. He's the teaser for the next movie.
Oh, spoiler alert!
Yeah, spoil boy.
Okay,
you caught me. You know what I'm gonna do now?
What? What are you gonna do?
I gotta go fast.
Oh! What? Oh no! In your speed has reversed my net.
Yes.
Now I'm in the net.
You, yourself, and Irene.
Foiled again. 23 times. I bet I'll get foiled that many times. The number 23 times. To fight another day. I'm defeated for now.
The end.
All right, wait.
Wait, bring back my friend.
We had a whole thing. My girlfriend and I, we had a whole beat. You know what? We don't need to get to it. We're fine.
That's true. All right.
I popped the question. And then Tails also.
Yeah, Tails shows up.
Yeah, we at the end of the end credits.
I got Tails.
The credits roll.
Hold on. I'll find Tails.
Yeah. Okay, go find Tails. Hi. I don't know who that guy was. Seems real nice.
I'm the tech guy. I'm not doing a good job.
Oh, okay. Is this a tech guy too? This guy's just been here. It's really weird. Why is he here and you're not? Okay. Anyway.
Hi. It's me, Tails.
Oh, hello, Tails. Everyone. Tails also, everyone. He's also here.
I'm gonna mess people up.
Oh my goodness. Look at him with his tails. That's his whole thing is that he has multiple tails. And the end. That's Sonic, everyone.
Ta-da!
We did it. A big bow from me.
And a big bow from me.
Yes. A clap for you, my friend. Big claps for my friend Donk, who plays Sonic.
Thank you very much.
And thank you to Jim Carrey. Let's get Jim Carrey out here, everybody.
Yeah.
Hey, me, Petey the Pig. I'm Jim Carrey from the Man on the Moon. And now I'm Sonic.
Yeah. Oh, that was a good one, Man on the Moon. I like that one quite a bit.
Yes.
So
he was apparently very difficult to work with on the set, though.
Yeah, one of those method actors.
Yes, very made everybody's job a lot harder, but I guess he did a good job though.
I watched a documentary about that, and it made me very uncomfortable. I was like,
I watched it too.
I liked the movie very much, and then I was like, do I still like this movie?
I like the movie, and I even like a little bit of the approach. But when you start making just like union people who are trying to do their job, have to really go out of their way all the time, and the director's calling you crying, hey, please just listen to me. That's a bit too far.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think even Daniel Day goes that far. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think Nate wants to ask you a bit about that kind of stuff in just a little bit. I love that. I do want to call to attention that we got rated while we were doing that whole Oscar-winning, presentation of Sonic the movie. Super who is a Twitch streamer, a YouTuber, plays Fortnite, and they rated us for a second time today.
What does this mean?
What it means is they were doing a live stream. Yeah, I'm learning too. They were doing a live stream, and they sent all of their fans, excuse me, coughing. No, not coughing. Over to us to say hi.
Oh. Well, hello everyone. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, this is awesome. Yeah, so thanks for stopping by. You walked right in the middle of a movie, so I bet that was confusing.
That was Sonic the Hedgehog, by the way. Gotta go fast.
Yeah, gotta go fast. Okay, I think I want to talk to Chris for a bit.
All right. Hey, all right, I like that idea. Hey, thanks a lot, Dunk. Thanks for having me.
Hey, I'm gonna see if I can stand up and see if I can make this work. I have to there we go. Now we're all framed up. Chris, how's it going?
Doing good, Nate. How are you?
I'm good. It's good to see you. That tech here, I can actually this microphone right here is doing nothing. That's for gaming. Yeah, get it out of the way. I could talk to your puppets as well, but yeah, I wanted to talk to you because you are a professional puppeteer. You're a professional entertainer, and getting to talk with you online has always been a privilege. I'm really honored that I get to have conversations with you. So how long have you been puppeteering?
Well, I'll answer that, but first I'll just say the same thing to you, my friend. I mean, I find your work and you as a person, from what I've gotten to know, just so delightful. And I love what you're bringing to puppetry and to the online entertainment space. And I always love our conversations. And it's just nice to have a friend that I was online that's a little closer to my age, because we have a lot of very young people in our group, which is wonderful. But it's nice to talk to someone who I feel like I can relate in that way too, a little more. But to answer your question, I've been puppeteering professionally for about a decade.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I had a bunch of questions. I'll segue into so you've done a ton of shows, live shows, primarily. I guess we'll start with what's your favorite show that you've been a part of, that you've performed?
Well, I have a few. I will tell you, I'm notoriously bad at favorites.
Okay.
So anytime someone asks, I don't even have a favorite color. I like them all, as you can tell.
We are kindred spirits. We are kindred spirits. Because I don't like when people ask me for favorites. I'm like, I'm too fickle.
Yeah, that's how I am. I like a lot of things, but I will say some things that really stand out in terms of things I've been hired to do apart from my own shows.
Yeah.
The TV show Snug's House that I worked on for NBC's Kids Network was a phenomenal opportunity. I worked on that show on and off for 2 years. Some of the best cast and crew I've ever worked with, and we were nominated for 2 Emmys, and it was just a great. And I love that show, and I love that character. And then my other answer, sort of up there, would be I've been the lead puppeteer at an outdoor educational amusement park called Field Station Dinosaurs for going on this summer. Which I think we're going to have a season this summer. We actually really didn't have a season this year, but I'll have worked there for 10 years. It was actually my first professional puppetry job, besides just doing YouTube and making my own stuff for a half a year or so before that. So I love that. I operate a 100-pound full body mechanical T-Rex puppet.
That's so cool. And
it was such a fun gig to cut my teeth on as a puppeteer, because I had been doing hand puppets at home. And then all of a sudden I'm in this 100-pound full body mechanical suit. I'm making noises. I'm using bike brakes. And 2 years later, I took over the department. I just love, I have a real special place in my heart for that place and the mission and the people. And I always work there however much I can, they're also great to me that I can just come when I'm available, and they're happy to have me. So yeah, those would be 2 of my favorite jobs.
That's awesome. And of course, being an entertainer and puppeteer, you've probably done some hell gigs, as we like to call them, some not so great shows. Are there any that stand out to you? Either birthday parties or just bad setups, things like that?
Oh yeah, I mean, birthday parties, I love being a kids entertainer, and there are so many moments in my career that I could point to where I got to work directly with children, and it was so uplifting and fulfilling and wonderful. But especially with the birthday parties, sometimes I think especially birthday parties, I think anything for kids that can happen, but birthday parties, one of the most common. It's not all the time, but every once in a while, you just have a show where you're like, I just gotta kind of shout over these kids and get through the show. You know what I mean? I just gotta keep smiling and get the job done. And that's one of the reasons why I invested. I have this great portable speaker.
Nice.
Which it's like $100. It's not that expensive, comes with a headset, and it just makes you the loudest thing in the room,
which is
And
important.
honestly, 10 kids in a living room, I still use it because I just want to be able to get that extra bit over them. And then I would say some other gigs that like have been great, but have been challenging. Like I've worked on a lot of independent projects as a puppeteer on film. And there's a lot more that goes into film, like putting puppetry on film than a lot of people realize in terms of using a monitor, the way to mic us, the way to film us, like, and how to maximize the time so everybody's not getting exhausted. If you have multiple puppets to shoot, don't make everyone do a million masters while you try to pick up close-ups with other cameras. Like, do it separately so we can just put our arm down. So things like that have been challenging where you're working on a really cool project, but these people just didn't know or weren't receptive to what puppeteers need. And that's happened quite a few times.
Yeah, totally. I want to share my favorite hell gig from my time doing stand-up.
Please do.
I mostly do improv comedy, but I've also spent some years doing stand-up. And you have to do, as a performer, entertainer, you have to do bad shows. You have to bomb. That's like a super important part of your journey, I think. And you have to have those shows that are just like, this was a horrible experience, and I'm glad I did it so that it's in my bag. I did this one show. I got paid to go to this truck stop down in like rural Oregon called Molly's Truck Stop, and it was like basically the room we were in was like the the bar area, a tiny little bar, and like if I'm here, this is my stage. There's a wall right like over here with a giant semi truck bursting through the wall as like decoration. There's a small little like 5x5 wood panel. It's not elevated. It's just on the floor, but like that's the stage. There was these can lights above me that were multicolored and changing. And I thought when the show started, those would stop. Like they wouldn't just be in my face doing this, but they did it the entire show. Like I was changing colors. There was like 4 people present. I didn't say audience. I said 4 human beings. There was like within like arm's reach, an elderly couple who were unaware that a comedy show was happening that evening. And as soon as they announced to me and I took the stage, you could see their pace pick up as they started eating. Like, hurry up, Martha, let's get out of here. And they left like halfway through my routine. And then there was 2 guys at the bar with their backs, to us. Every now and then they'd turn and like say something. But and as bad as that was, I love it. I love that I have that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, a lot of experiences that are like unideal in the moment become really great stories and also great learning experiences. Because when you work in live entertainment or on film sets, you are going to work especially when you're developing a career and a skill set, you're going to work in a variety of, you're not working on Broadway or, on a high-end film set every time. You're working where you can work, and they're going to be different places. What you're saying reminds me a little bit of, I've done a lot of shows for schools. I've done a lot of tours that go to schools and stuff. And man, like a lot of schools have theaters, but most of them do not know how to use a theater. They don't know how to, they're like, we don't know how to turn these lights on. We don't know who has the key to turn these lights on the stage. So you're just in dark. I've just done shows like, the house lights are on and then the stage is just darkness.
Yeah. Well, that's backwards.
Yeah, it is exactly backwards. Or there's just like 2 lights that are on and there's all these other lights and they just don't know how to turn them on. They just don't know how.
Yeah. There's some person back there going, oh, it's like a big old switchboard. And they're like, I don't know what to press.
Yeah.
So I was wondering if anyone has any questions, you could start putting them in the chat. And do you have, a lot of the Donk and Friends fans are young or new puppeteers as well. So if you have any like puppet tricks you want to share, or anything that you would say to someone who's starting, or something that maybe someone who's been doing it for a while but never learned it, what would that be?
Well, I mean, it's nothing like groundbreaking. I think it's the simple stuff that will really improve your familiarity and proficiency with the art form. One of the things I tell everyone is practice every day. I've been doing it for 10 years. I've done it professionally for 10 years. It is my full-time job, and I practice every day. Whether that is through a personal project like doing TikTok stuff, whether it is just walking around my neighborhood with earbuds in and lip syncing, you know, down by my waist to the song with my hands. You know, just, and remember, like, discovery. I try to do something new every time you work, or perfect something that you've recently tried. And I think that if you approach it that way, you'll get really good relatively, I mean, you know, with time, but faster than if you just allow it to kind of maintain a hobby status in your life. I would just say practice, and watch as much of other people as possible.
Yeah. And I would add on to that, just for some of my fans, DonkandFriends fans, is like, also don't let not being where you want to be stop you from just doing it anyways. I've looked back at some of my beginning TikToks, and they are not as good as they were in my vision when I first did them, but that's okay, because they were entertaining. They had entertaining value in other ways beyond the lip sync being good, and so just do it. And put it out there, and be ready for feedback. You'll get positive and negative feedback, but just do it.
I agree completely. And I'll add to that, you know, no one is ever going to be perfect. We're all always learning. And so you're in a process, and the best you can do is try your best, have fun, learn from it, and keep going. And there, you may encounter some people that want to be like overly negative, but a lot of people who may criticize you are hopefully coming from a constructive place. And if they are, then you can be receptive to that. And also, even if you are learning, sometimes you're going to get critiques that do not make sense to you, and you don't have any obligation to take those. You do not. I mean, it's good to be open, but sometimes someone's going to say, this is how I would do it, and that just doesn't make sense to you. And you're better off pursuing your own. Literally, even if you do your own way, and then in 3 years you somehow come to the same conclusion, it's still your process. You don't have to necessarily force a square peg into a round hole if something doesn't track for you, but do try to be open to all feedback.
You could be like Jimi Hendrix playing the guitar upside down because he was left-handed and he couldn't get a guitar. He wanted to play. He played it. Do you know about this story? That Jimi Hendrix was left-handed, so instead of playing the guitar the way most people play it, he turned it the other direction, and had to learn it upside, like the chords or whatever, upside down.
Wow.
And
I did not know that.
Yeah, it's pretty. I think that's such a cool. And imagine if he had, tried to fit into the box that everyone else was in. He wouldn't be Jimi Hendrix.
Like with puppetry, there's a lot of like fun little technical things that you can learn and get better at. But whenever I'm like working, I do a lot of like puppetry classes and training and things like that with kids and adults. I like doing that a lot. And one of the things I say is like, if what you're doing looks good and you get there in a different way than I do, that's fine. I mean, be aware of your body. Don't hurt yourself, right? Like if you're doing something that is just unsustainable, like if you're just kind of crooking your back in a weird way and it's going to hurt you over time, don't do that. But like overall, if, I hold, for example, arm rods, I hold arm rods differently than almost everybody else in the industry that I know. Most people hold their arm rods see how there's two dowels here? They hold them at the dowels, and that's where they articulate them from. And as you can see, all of a sudden my work is kind of garbage. I cross the dowels and I choke down to them. And then I have this sort of like, I just cross them and I use my hands to get like my fingers get this little like wrist articulation going on. And that's just how I am comfortable doing it. And maybe it's because I like learned it. It's not wrong. It's just, if I had been watching other people when I learned how to do it, I may have tried it differently, but now I'm at a point where that's just what's comfortable for me. And I had someone really experienced in the space say that they hadn't seen anyone hold rods that way in like a long time. Like, I guess maybe it's like an older way of holding rods.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's just an example of how I do it differently.
Very cool. Let's see here. Do you want to see? Ergy's buddy says, "I want to become a kids entertainer in both puppetry and ventriloquism. What are some things I should invest in?" Oh, yeah, some things. There's lots of ways you can make your own puppets and get into puppetry for free. But what are some good, like, this is what, if you're going to put any money into it, this is what I would put money into?
Well, if you want to do like live shows, I would invest in honestly $100 speaker. It can be plugged in. It can charge there's an internal battery and it can take external batteries. Such a great investment. You just want, it just gives that show a little extra professional oomph. Whatever you're doing all of a sudden feels a lot more like a show if you're able to. And of course, sometimes you go to a venue that has their own, but I'm saying if you get gigs in someone's backyard, in a living room, at a community center, you're going to want to be able to bring your own thing, and it can fit in a suitcase. I have a rolling suitcase I put all my puppets in, and it's in the bottom of that always. There are some, if you want to do a puppet theater, you can do that. There are some, they're kind of expensive, but the one I have breaks down into a big backpack, and then it just pops up and you put the fabric over it with Velcro, basically. I don't know if I'm visualizing that very well.
It's like a little mini stage or like backdrop.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a little puppet stage, and that could be a good thing. You definitely want to, if you're ever doing a gig, you should bring cards with your information on them, because every gig is also an advertisement. You know, if you do a show for kids, if you do a show at a birthday, all the other kids there have birthdays too, and usually the parents are there too, and you go give them that. Obviously website. One of the things that I invest in for my business that's been the most useful is I invest in Google ads. I pay Google to run ads for my website every month, and pretty much I pay about 1 3/4 of a show of what I charge for a show per month for Google ads, and it results in, quite a few more than that. So that would be something. I know this is getting into more the business end of it, but I think you're right, Nate, that like, make your puppets however you want and have that be part of your creative journey. But if you want to start doing shows, those would be things that, people love puppets. People in your audience don't know what a professional puppet should look like. So if you've got some fun, funky puppets you made from stuff around the house or out of felt, or maybe your stitches aren't perfect, I still use some of my first puppets I ever made that I would not do that way today, but they work well enough. And the investment should be in making what you do look a little more polished through other stuff.
Yeah, the only puppets I've made are the high five, my little
which I love.
Toilet paper. Yeah, and everyone loves them way more than I want people to like them. Like, people keep wanting to show up in live streams, and I'm like, no, they're not an entertainment.
That's how I felt. The first puppet video I made that got like a decent number of views was the freaking talking cereal box puppet. Yeah. Raisin Brandon. I was like, I spend like 40 hours making, Lucky Duck, and then Raisin Brandon, who I made without even standing up from my chair. I literally just like grabbed something out of the recycling and then put googly eyes on it and made a mouth, and it was like, people were like, I love this.
Yeah, this is perfect. Let's see. Hergy's buddy says, the thing is, I live in the middle of nowhere, Wyoming, so I may need to travel a bit just to get to a show location. Yeah, that's tricky. I would also say work on like investing in online shows. So you've been doing a lot of online shows and getting a lot of gigs that are similar to your real live shows. So what about that?
For sure, absolutely. I mean, for that, you just need a Zoom membership. I do have a professional one. I think it's like $15 a month. Very much worth it if you're going to start doing a lot of Zoom shows. A lot of the same stuff applies. You don't need a sound system, though. You don't need a puppet theater. You can just put a curtain behind you and get going with your puppets. Yeah. And what I will also say, though, in terms of when the world starts opening back up, wherever you live, I'm sure there are kids with birthdays, and there are schools, and there are daycares, and there are churches, and there are community centers. And that's one of the things, like, I think like that's one of the interesting things about working in this space is if you have your own show, you could in theory make a living anywhere in the country. Now, if you want to work on film and TV and stage, there's a handful of cities where you kind of have to be, but to have your own business doing shows, especially for kids, people spend money on their kids. My father is a photographer, and most of his business is classes and school, sports leagues and stuff. So there is a lot of opportunity there.
We spend money on our kids. Let me tell you.
There you go. We have an actual parent.
That's where our money goes.
Exactly.
Yeah. Great. Let's see here. Yeah, I think what I'd like to do is end the show with our puppets coming back on and saying goodbye to everyone. And yeah. Oh boy. Thanks, Flesh Man. Get out of here. That's what we call Nate.
What do you call him?
Flesh Man.
Flesh Man.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
Oh, you Flesh Man now.
Somebody, somehow it came out during a live stream. It's stuck. He hates it.
Flesh Man. I like that very much.
Blue, I had so much fun with you.
Oh, I had fun with you too, Donk. Thank you so much for having me today. It was an honor.
You made a very good Jim Carrey.
Yes, thank you so much. You made a great Sonic.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
And yeah, tell Petey I very much enjoyed having Petey on.
Petey! Yeah! Donk says he very much enjoyed having you on. Thanks, Donk. He says thanks.
Oh, you're welcome. And of course, Chris, that guy in the back, the guy behind you. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
You are wise and you're kind and super funny.
Oh, that's too kind. You are all the same things, Dunk and Flesh Man.
Thank you. Oh, we're gonna say so. You had a TikTok account, Puppets by Palmieri, which was huge. And then it kind of got muted by TikTok, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I have done a lot of research and consultation with people who do research on the TikTok algorithm specifically, and I did everything they recommended. I did some things that I just thought I'd try that other people had tried, and from what I read, I think I just kind of had a combination of factors, and I ended up on the worst end of them. And I just decided, my brother is on TikTok as well, and he said he'd had some friends who went through the same thing, and they just started new accounts, took a break from their bigger, older one for a few months, and then the new account grew a bit, and then they went back to the old account as well, and maybe you kind of reset the reach potentially.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you're now on TikTok. You are at Chris Palmieri.
Right, just my name, Chris Palmieri. And Palmieri. I gotta say, it's only at like 4,300 followers right now, but that's been a really pleasant amount of growth in a fairly short period of time. And it's just more fun. I'd rather be on an account with 2,000 people where there's growth and people are seeing it, including the people that already follow me. Which was an issue, than a 250K account where no one sees me.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So yeah, if you didn't know that that Chris switched to their new account, you should go check it out and follow both of them. Yeah,
that would be great. I appreciate that very much. Thank you.
Okay, well, this has been super fun. Thank you both, all of you, for being here, and thanks to everyone in the chat for being here, asking good questions, rating us from Super's live stream. Yeah, thank you all.
Thank you all.
Okay, I'm gonna go to Twitch and play some Fortnite in just a little bit.
Have fun. Bye.
Gotta push the button. Bye. You gotta push the button. Bye. It's hard. It's hard with the left hand.